PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, aka PUBG. We're on the Xbox One X. We're checking out the new Vikendi map, which is a snow level. It is a 6x6 kilometer map, smaller than Mirror and Oregano, but something a little bit more intensive than Sandhawk, which is kind of an open desert area. This one is a snow level, as you can see, but it's got a little bit more sort of a city structure to it, if that makes sense. It feels more like an actual natural sort of grouping of cities and areas. It kind of merges well between this forest with lots of snow, and it's an area where the grass is kind of still present, so it's just sort of a light snow that's almost melting, as to say. And there's light snowfall, and it actually works together for a pretty lovely map experience, to be honest. I think it's quite well done, and perhaps my favorite in this, the option for PUBG. I think they've done a pretty good job on this. And being on the One X, we actually have a new update for graphic options. We're going to be going over that a little bit later, once I'm on the ground and settled with, weapons and stuff like that. I don't want to not be looting, right? So there's some new items in this. We have the G36C and the sidearmed Scorpion. There's also a snowmobile, which I'm really hoping to come across and show off. If not, I'll kind of input it as a overlay or something. Somebody, I got on it last time, and my teammates started shooting at me for some reason. I had no idea why. And one time I was driving down the middle of the road, and it makes a screeching sound on the pavement. It's pretty funny. But no, we've actually got a team that seems kind of cooperative this time, and hopefully that leads into a better situation. So I've also noticed this map's a little bit awkward in terms of running into people. It seems to be a bit of a slower map, whereas I really don't see anyone until I get to that end game point, which is a bit odd. And I've been trying to find a more action-packed setup where I am getting into people and still going over things time-wise. So hopefully this hits the mark. One complaint I do have on this level is it's very hard to tell where the ring is. So you can see it on the blue ocean there, and kind of where I am, but it's a very hard thing to sort of see, and it's like that, I believe, on Mirror too. I would have really liked to maybe get a different color for the ring, because it is important. You're paying attention to other things. You don't need to be squinting to look at a white line that is very hard to come across. So you're seeing the sidearm sort of Scorpion here. I'm gonna shoot that off. Single auto. It's a nice little side weapon, just to pull out something people might not expect, especially if it is an auto shot, right? Checking out these buildings. Again, it seems really strangely calm for the type of map it is size-wise. I think it's kind of interesting. And keep looking. I really hope to run into a G36C too, so I can show that off, because it's kind of a neat item. Maybe I should have put that on my Scorpion, because I actually plan on holding on to that. Okay, we're gonna drop, I guess, the shotgun for the AKM, because I think that's a much better option to have as far as a gun. And get rid of that, and that's cool. Oh, no. I kept... crap. Sometimes I mix up the menu and stuff, because I am used to playing DayZ, and it's kind of a very similar control scheme. So yeah, just the inventory and stuff's a little bit different on there. So I sometimes just mix the two up when I'm playing. If you see it weird that I'm opening a map all of a sudden or whatever, just my mind kind of getting mixed up between the two. Yeah, it's a very interesting sort of level, and I think it's really well done. All the buildings, they seem to be certainly customized to a degree, which I like. Trying to get rid of the shotgun for the shotgun's actually surprisingly kick-ass, even from a distance. But yeah, I think it's actually a really well done level, which is surprising, and I think they actually put pretty good effort into this one, which I definitely appreciate, because I really like snow levels in games, and in movies there's something that's just really sort of cinematic about the look of them. In games, I think the levels are really cool, and in movies, the action scenes, it's just really sort of neat looking, I think, visually, just to look at a snow scene in a movie. I think it's really nice and smooth, and it kind of matches the whole PUBG thing too, where it's like a very quiet game except for like, you know, the shots and everything around there, and that kind of leans into it very well. Let's see, I'll take the, I wanted the smoke there, but yeah, because I mean snow kind of dampens the sound of things, and it's a quieter, you know, sort of environment, just because it does cushion the sound. Again, like, look how thick we have of actual forest area here, and that kind of just melds into what actually does feel like a real sort of European city and environment area. Oh, the castle's just going to be out of range. That's no fun. I think maybe we should go to the villa when we got time. I'm running against nothing here. Careful, I don't have a ton of bullets in the AK. Might be a truck in there now that I'm looking. Yeah, we got a truck. That's good. Do want to have a snowmobile though. See if we come across that. Holographic. I mean, just to get a scope. I like to get a nice 4 or 6 times on my AK because I can snipe like crazy with this gun. We're good in the play area. It's nice to have a teammate kind of with me. We're moving up actually fairly good pacing wise, which is good. And you gotta remember, like, PUBG is kind of a slow game at the start, every match, right? Unless you randomly run into somebody, and that's crazy. Sometimes when we do Ragnall, we'll actually drop right into a heavy zone, just because we sort of plan to do that. I don't know if we're gonna go with the vehicle or if we're gonna go on foot. I don't know if that's the plan. Yeah, I think we're on foot. Yeah, stay relatively close to this guy as he runs away. But yeah, no, the castle's really cool too, really well detailed, lots of cool little sections to it. The walls, you can go inside the building. I think it's really neat. I'd love to see an endgame battle there. I think they'd just be epic. But yeah, you know, this is on the test server too. I don't know if I mentioned that this time around, so that's why my character is dressed a little bit differently than when I usually play PUBG. And they're just basically trying to get the final kinks out of it. But I mean, they could release as is. I haven't had any problems while playing. It seems to be pretty smooth. So now we can actually talk about the sort of resolution options, because I've totally skipped over that this time. So you hold down the start, and then you're able to go to settings. And then you can go to graphics, and we have resolution options. So we've got resolution priority, which is 3840 by 2160, native 4K. And you're getting a higher level of visual fidelity, or we're getting a 2560 by 1440, which is a more consistent frame rate. They're also apparently working on a adaptive frame rate, so that way it keeps that, I assume if they are going for that style, it keeps that 4K, and then it just, whenever it's too much for the system to handle, it would dip down and kind of give you the best balance between frame rate and fidelity. So you hit the frame rate, you know, all the time when it's definitely needed, but you do get to keep the resolution for the more calming segments like we have right in this situation. So obviously you can change on the fly. I was thinking of doing a sort of video where I go over the performance of this, and just kind of curious if anybody's actually interested in that. What I also find interesting, I'm very curious how this will affect the other maps. This one I'm not too interested in because it is more smaller, but I really would like to know about some of the larger maps where the performance definitely takes a hit, to see what kind of a boost this option would actually get, you know, as far as actually giving us a more stable frame rate. I'm going to switch that back right now, because I am used to that native 4K in this one. Now, all to their own. I do like a buttery smooth frame rate, but I do also enjoy the resolution in games, so that's what we're just going to do for this one. And I think it's more consistent with what people have been seeing the entire time. I don't know exactly where are we actually going to go down to the... I don't know if they're just hitting the buildings we've been hitting up, or if they're actually going to my targeted spot or not. I'm going to kind of follow this guy. He seems to know what's up, and I like having the slight chance that my teammate might help me out if we get into a firefight. Most of the time I just get left to die, which is pretty funny, but you know, that's how that cookie crumbles. Anyways, yeah, the first aid kit. Yeah, it looks like the whole team's kind of sitting around here. I think it's a pretty well done map. I'm certainly enjoying playing on it. I think it's one of the better done ones. Ooh, 3 times. Yeah. And it brings some new little gadgets and stuff to play with. I'm a little bit disappointed I haven't come across the G36C yet, though, because I really did want to show that off on here. Yeah, flash hider. Because I do think it's a very useful and powerful weapon if you can get your hands on it. Yeah, scope in there. Nice, I like it. Wonder if we can see the castle if we get to a high enough elevation. Probably not. I think that one's a lost cause, sadly, just due to where it is. Now, are we going to the city, or are we just chilling out here? No, it was the green guy I was pretty sure I was following. Because he seemed to know what was up. Nothing in here, man. Nothing in here but bullet loops. I guess we go up to this building. But then we're kind of getting north, which I don't think is a good idea. I think we should be going south. But whatever, let's roll. Or are we hiding on a giant rock? I'm not understanding the motivations of this team. What's really neat is the cities are pretty well designed. They're large, they're very custom, and they have different levels of variation that you would see in a European city. So you get different tiers of buildings on hillsides and stuff, which I think is very interesting, and it changes the combat up quite a bit. Gives you a lot of more options for cover, so you're not exactly just getting shot going down a staircase. They always got cool paintings on this game. I like the graffiti style. Okay. So I've seen a number of other levels that also have that, and I think it works kind of well for them. Is the area shrinking in? That's going to get a new map position in a sec. Are we going to be in the... Yeah, we're going to just be on the edge here with this large snow area. I think there's a snowmobile spawn near here, so I'm going to kind of look and see if I can find it. Just to show it off. I heard a bullet, which is not good. Wonder if that's an accidental fire, somebody actually shooting at someone. Whatever the case, shotgun's out. We're home wrecking. G30s. Yep. I like the M16 in this one. Burst fire works well for me. Alright, let's roll. Oh, crap. Alright, we're gonna keep rolling. I just want to see if there's, like... I could have sworn there's, like, a snowmobile spawn around here somewhere. I don't know, it's a cool town regardless, just to check out. But I think we are kind of getting away from where the actual ring is gonna, you know, take us. Which is not too great. See, it's just kind of like a very slow, quiet sort of level. Every time it's been like this, I don't know why. Usually I attract more action, but what can you do, right? Guess. Help if there was a snowmobile nearby for it. I don't know, I'm just really into the snowmobiles on this. There's a car. That's usable. Guy on a string, that's cool. Sounds like fire's going on that I should probably be a part of. Oh, the G36C. Okay. I don't know how intense they're getting right now, so maybe I have a second to switch to this and not being too selfish. There we go. Just a nice little gun. Kind of getting, you know, auto single. It's got a pretty good scope, like iron sight, without even needing the the 2 times. We're gonna go help this guy. I don't know where he's shooting at. what he's firing at, but we're gonna get down there and help out. I don't know what he's... What are you looking at, man? I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what's going on here. He's gonna get close to him, I guess. Or closer. Is he in here? Oh, I heard that. People getting shot. I don't know from where, though. I don't know if they know either. It looks like we got a slightly smaller area. We're gonna have to get moving. We've only got a minute. Should we cross the deadly ocean? I'm guessing so, maybe. I think the ice dynamics kind of neat too. Usually we're used to just water areas where you swim, and this one has a nice option of sort of a frozen river. I should probably be using my AK, but I don't want to really switch at this moment. Shit. I literally can't believe no one else on my team was shooting at that guy. I mean, he's gonna get the building advantage to shoot at us. Oh crap. I'm clipping him. Like, why aren't these guys helping? I really can't comprehend that. I'm gonna take a painkiller, just want to fill up. And I think he probably could shoot me through the hole in this building, but... You know. Would have been a lot more effective just to use the AK. But I had the G36C out. I wanted to show it off. Because it's a fun new toy. So you're going to have to be careful, because the guy's definitely chilling around here. I don't have a lot of AK. I don't have a lot of ammo in general, actually. Try to see if I get like a bit of a hill advantage on this. He's in the building, it looks like. Yeah, it's very easy to get on roofs. Oh, he's dead. Kinda was hoping for some ammo. It's good enough for me. Get some more bullets. Well, not really that great, but if I get into an intense firefight, I'm screwed, basically. Oh, shit. You guessing his friends are nearby? I did like a twist in the air. Oh, they're dead. Yay. Do I want a level 3 bag? Fuck yeah, I do. What do I really need though? I got a lot of good items. I need 5.5. Do I have a frying pan? I do. Laser sight. Now is this like a new thing? I don't remember the laser sight always being here. kind of see it, the line there. Might give away your position though. You know, if you're like walking into a building, and you've got like your laser sight out, kind of be like, oh my god, that's where they're coming from. I always found the laser sight to be like more of a hindrance. Like it looks cool, but I always felt like, you know, it was kind of just giving away where you're going. That was always my thought. Or should we maybe go that way? That way makes more sense. So we killed some people, so that's pretty good. I think I killed 2, right? Yeah, I killed 2. Not bad. A little bit more action-packed. That's what I like to see. And we kind of gone over things. I just want to see a snowmobile, if I didn't put an overlay already of it. That would be pretty cool. And we showed off the resolution changes and kind of went over all the details of the map. I don't know. I think it's kind of a nice addition to the game. It works well. It'd be the best if I could find some 5.5 somewhere. Oh shit! Whoa! Help me! Help me! Help me, guys! I'm on like nobody helps me. Oh my god! Did I kill a guy with a grenade at least, or did I hurt my teammate with a grenade? I can't believe nobody, you know, gave me a hand. Yeah, I killed 3. Well, I guess that's the map. I thought it was pretty neat, and I guess we'll just maybe see how this plays out. I think my squad mates got it. I can't believe none of them went over and tried to help me out. They just kind of like L for D'd me, right? Maybe they're all chatting in a group, and it's just like, yeah, screw this guy. I'll just get over. It's one person. Go shoot them. What if they jumped out the window and left? Why did he even miss that guy? Okay, whatever. Well, they did it, so that's cool.